to center it, can't get control. Here's Larson digging forward in the corner. Puck comes up to the point, a shot right on. Kendall scores! Jackets are national champions! Kendall scores! Jackets are national champions! 23 seconds of overtime! Norwich misplays the puck coming out of the zone. Kendall, alone at the side of the net. Waited all day. Sheedy couldn't get there. Buried it. Red light. Game over.
Cadets, their head coach is Mike McShane. And now for the Wisconsin Superior Yellowjackets. In goal tonight, a junior from Duluth, Minnesota, number 1, Nathan Zeminski. At left defense, a senior from Calgary, Alberta, number 22, Bruce Leonard. At right defense, a freshman from Coquitlam, British Columbia, number 25, Dale Lupul. At left wing, a junior from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, number 19, Reed Larson. At right wing, a junior from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, number 8, Josh Liebenow. And at center, a junior from Calgary, Alberta, number 27, Colin Kendall. And the rest of the Wisconsin Superior Yellowjackets, their head coach is Dan Stauber. The referees for tonight's game, Bob Hawks and Robert Teesey. The linesman, Ian Gilbert. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I direct your attention down here at center ice and ask you to all please rise. And joining us once again tonight, Middlebury Union High School senior Connie Winter will honor America with her rendition of our national anthem.
Well, you can have technical problems even in a practically brand new arena. Yes, that was booing you heard from the Norwich fans as the UWS players were introduced. I would say that, well, rude would be the nicest thing you could say about that kind of activity. Cheer for your team, but don't boo the other team's starting lineup. I mean, that's just Bush League. Jackets will be defending the goal to my left. The Cadets in their maroon and gold will be defending the goal to my right. The one thing I would be concerned about from the Yellowjacket perspective is being a little bit too tight for this game. The Jackets have every reason to play with confidence and to assert themselves here. They've proven that they belong. Now the whistle sounds and the linesman calls the players to center ice. Well, tonight's menu in the press box, in case anyone is interested, was included shrimp. They also had oatmeal raisin cookies. And before I forget, I am supposed to bring a special greeting from the Calgary parents to Nancy and Heather, who didn't make the trip, who are listening on the web. So there, I did that. Let's see, what else? Oh, I did, by the way, just in case anyone ever gets out here for a game, I do recommend the hot dogs. They're very good. The popcorn was pretty average, but the hot dogs were excellent. All right, enough of that. Liebenau, Larson, Kendall up front, Lupul and Leonard on the blue line, Zimski in goal, and the first opening faceoff here is controlled by the Yellowjackets, and they dump it in to Norwich territory. Played behind the net, cleared aside and played up the left wing. Jackets bailing out of the zone very quickly. Puck chipped into Jacket territory. Played by Dale Lupul, quickly around the boards. For Larson. Larson turns it up ice. His long feed gets by Liebenau, and that's going to be icing on the Yellowjackets. Reed Larson put a little too much underneath that pass, and it skipped over Liebenau's stick. Now they sell bottled water here, but NCAA rules prevent the concession stand from letting you have the cap. Jackets win the draw. It's played around to Chris Hackett. He can't get it out of the zone, chips it up the boards, bats at it. Puck comes into the circle, now against the boards left. Tomaska over there, he's in check. Puck stolen by Norwich. They play it to the point, shot taken. That's blocked by a body and comes harmlessly into the corner. Now Hackett will get it to center ice. His pass goes behind its intended receiver and slowly down into Norwich territory, where it's turned around by Dawes. He sends it up the ice, icing is waved off, and Currie will pick it up as Norwich goes off on a line change. Randy Currie plays it up to center ice. Now Widden is checked off the play. Puck is dumped into Jacket territory, played with a high stick, but Currie plays it anyway. Puck comes around to the point, held in by Norwich. Centering pass, shot taken. There's another shot, and that goes just wide. Zimski had to make a tough save there. Now here's Wilson moving robustly to center ice, crosses the red line. Throws it down on Sheevy. He plays it aside. It's picked up there. Well, the Norwich roster on this program is not numerically organized. And now we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. And the Yellowjacket net is off the moorings. Oh, that one. Okay. Looking at the wrong page. Well, where have I been? I was looking at the stat sheet. Well, I'm a little excited. Jackets win the draw. Puck played into Norwich territory. Here's Stewart on left wing trying to center it. Can't get it done. Now he does. Oh, and it comes all the way through to Wilson. And Nosen chips it just high. He had a shot at it. Wilson holds it in, sends it toward the net. Jackets forecheck. Pretty good there. Pile up in front of the Norwich cage, or net, bench rather, and the Jackets. Lodar plays it. And that goes off Sheevy's stick and into the netting. Jackets with a big opportunity there as Nosen was in front. Wilson hit him perfectly, and Kyle just put it over the cage. He had an open net to shoot at. Sheevy out of position. 17:27 to go in the first period. No score here at Middlebury. Both teams have had chances to score. Jackets win the draw. Puck squirts free to center ice, though. Stewart, or rather, Puck played into Jacket territory to Lupo. He flips it out to center ice. Forces Demasi to retreat. And Norwich will start out from their own end with Dawes at the controls. He plays it ahead to the Yellow Jacket blue line, and it's thrown in behind the Yellow Jacket net. Smysko, or rather Kalbrenner plays it there. Centering pass picked off. Sent into the corner. Bruce Leonard pins the puck up against the boards. 4-car pile up over there behind the Yellow Jacket net. Now Kalbrenner comes out with it. Kicks it out of his skates. And the Jackets come up on the wing. Oh, pass just a little too far for Dale Lupo. And the puck comes into Norwich territory and is played around the corner to the near side. And quickly out to center ice. On the stick of Schmidt. He's relieved of the biscuit, and the Jackets will come back out to center. This is Kendall chipping it in, left side. The Cadets get it back, and a coin plays it, but he's checked off the play. Here's Liebenow in front, back in. Kendall on the doorstep, denied by Sheevy. Oh, it was a great sequence for the Yellow Jackets there, but nothing happened. There's a long shot from center ice and a big rebound collected by Milan Tomaska. And the Jackets get it to the blue line, but not out. Finally, it's chipped to center ice and sent right back in to the left of the net. Played by Zimski to Kendall. And it caroms off a couple of bodies and comes right back into Jacket territory. And a shot taken there, and a big flurry in front of the Yellow Jacket net, and Nate Zimski makes a couple of saves. There's a centering pass that's blocked by a body. Man goes down in the corner, and it's chipped out to center ice. And the Jackets get a whistle. 15:04 to go in the first period. No score. Both teams with excellent chances to score here in the opening moments of the first period, but nobody has been able to do it yet. Well, there's no question in my mind that Norwich is a much better team than Plattsburgh. At least the way Plattsburgh played last night. I only saw them the one game. Poirier wins the draw. Puck comes to the blue line. Here's Whidden to Poirier. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Poirier with a shot and a save by Sheevy, and the rebound comes to the side of the cage and is played out to center. This will be icing on the Cadets. The Jackets ended up with an odd man rush there on a scrum at the blue line, and excellent speed by the Jacket forwards created an opportunity. Poirier took the shot, and Sheevy made sure the rebound went someplace where nobody could get at it. 14:49 to go in the first period. No score here at the National Championship Division III men's hockey. Face-off in Norwich territory. Poirier doesn't win this one. It goes to Maurice. He starts it out on the right side to center ice. Puck comes to Poirier. Feeds it toward Whidden on the right wing side. Whidden gets checked off the play and can't do anything. Puck comes finally to Lee, and he plays it to center. If this isn't on net, it's icing, but it is. Shane Lodar behind the net. Norwich in some sort of a trap right now. Jackets get the puck to the Norwich blue line, but no further. It's picked off there by Maurice, and he sends it back to Yellow Jacket territory. Comes around to Stewart. Played to the blue line, but not out. Shot taken. Karam's wide. Norwich fans wanted a penalty there. There's a centering pass. Gets by everybody. And the Jackets knock it out to center ice. There's a shot that hits traffic. Finally played out to center. Leonard to Lupul. Lupul turns around. Puck comes bouncing on Sheevy, and he'll take the whistle. Norwich fans looking for penalties. Have to wait for a violation of the rules to get one of those. 13:23 to go in the first period. No score here. Chip Canyon Arena. Built in 1999. Jackets win the draw. Comes to Stewart, but he had it in his skates, couldn't get rid of it, and now Norwich comes back up the ice. They played into Jacket territory. Nate Zimski will cut it off, send it around the boards. Jackets finally get it out to center ice. It's picked off there by Schmidt, and he sends it right back in. Dale Lupel will pick it up. Headman pass to Nosen. Nosen with a man trailing, takes the shot. Another shot off the rebound, and that one almost goes in. A lot more offense by both teams tonight than we saw last evening. Here's Tomaska in his own end to Wilson. That skips Willie's stick and comes right to Fuss. He plays it into Jacket territory, takes the shot from the slot, slap shot, and it easy save by Nate Zimski. There's a puck that's up and out of play. We'll get a face-off with 12:23 to go in the first period. Both teams, as I said, have had chances to score here. Norwich wins the draw. They go right to the net with it, but it's high. Puck comes out to center ice. Chipped at by Smisko. He's finally checked off the play, but the puck comes to Currie to Wiggins. Wiggins on left wing with Smisko going to the net. Centering pass! Oh, and Smisko just had his stick lifted in time. Long lead feed for Norwich is picked off. Wiggins plays it ahead to Smisko. Smisko with Wiggins going to the net this time. Smisko with a shot! That hits the side of the cage. Now Kalbrenner with a steal at center ice, and then he gets erased. Manages to knock the puck ahead before it's picked off by Grabby. Chipped into Yellowjacket territory as the Cadets go on a line change. Puck played to center ice. Kendall's dump in was blocked. And finally it comes to Schneider, and he throws it in. Comes into the corner. Kendall with a pass out to the point, a one-timer, and that's wide to the right. Liebenau with it off the rebound. He backhands it, but he didn't get enough of it, and the puck comes out to center ice. Larson fighting for it, and he gets taken out of the play, and here comes Norwich the other direction. And there's a shot taken and a rebound given up, and another shot taken that goes high. This game a lot more physical than the one we saw here 24 hours ago. Lodar comes to center ice and dumps it in right side as the Jackets make a wholesale change. Played out on the near side to Boudreau. He was the hero last night. A quick shot by Boudreau, kicked all the way to the right wall. Centering pass picked off, and here come the Yellowjackets, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's Hackett, drop pass, shot taken, another shot. Nice play by Hackett to drop it off to Lupel. And Lupel's one-timer just missed. There's a shot by Norwich and a save by Zimski. Puck chipped up along the half boards and finally played all the way around to the far side, taking a weird hop. Centering pass is picked off by Hackett, and he sends it the length of the ice. That puck took a really weird hop off the boards over there, hit a seam and came out and was picked off by Lou Damasi, and the Jackets quickly over to cover, but Damasi had an open lane to the net, didn't take the shot. He tried a centering pass. Meanwhile, the rest of his mates were on a line change. He didn't see that apparently. And Chris Hackett was able to get the puck and send it up the ice. So both of these teams really attacking the net. Jackets win the draw. Milan Tomaska will play the puck around the boards, but that's cut off by Schmidt. And he's checked off the play. And here's Stewart. at the blue line, and that's offside. .9:38 to go in the first period. No score here at Middlebury. Chip Kenyon Arena, the home of the Middlebury Panthers. Of course, they were eliminated from this tournament last night. I don't see much blue in the crowd. Well, now they chase Nosen out of the face-off circle before they even get organized, and Stewart will take the draw. It's won by Norwich, and they'll play it to center ice. It's dumped in by a coin. Played by Currie around the boards. To Chris Wilson. Centering pass by Nosen doesn't go anywhere, and the puck comes all the way around. Nosen now with it in the slot, trying to push it inside, and now here's a chance for a coin. He's behind the defense. He comes in. Now he stops and he makes a pass. Shot taken, and Zimski makes a save. What was he thinking? The guy's on an open breakaway, and he stops right at the side of the left circle and then drops off the pass. I'm not complaining. A coin was all alone with Nate Zimski. He had nobody near him in a white shirt, and he stopped, and he didn't take the shot. That's the first really big break for either team. Sometimes you can be too fancy, and we've seen the Yellowjackets do that. Jackets win the draw, but they don't get it out of the zone. Shot taken right on. Zimski makes the save. Battle for it in the corner. Wiggins chips it to the blue line, but not out. Puck driven in deep. Chinelli battling for it, but Schneider comes up with it, and then he's taken off the plate. Chinelli centering pass. Puck loose, and finally poked out of there by Schneider, and now Wiggins with it. Wiggins at center ice. And an offside is called against UWS. Eight and a half minutes to go in the first period. Shots on goal 9-2 in favor of Norwich. Well, I don't know that I buy that, but UWS has had chances. They have missed the net. Norwich wins the draw. Well, we're starting to see a lot of stick holding going on. Offside on Norwich. Managed to get 10 seconds off the clock there. 8:20 to go in the first period. No score here at Middlebury. The draw was controlled by UWS for a moment, but then played right to Nate Zimski. He flips it out to center ice. It's sent right back in, but out of play. And the faceoff will be right on the center red line, on top of the Panther. Colin Kendall to take the draw. 8:11 to go in the first period. No score. Faceoff is controlled by Norwich. They dump it in left side. Lupul will pick it up. Flipped out to center ice. Here's Larson. He's checked off, but Kendall gets the puck. Larson gets knocked down by Paul Matucci, but Larson is going to go in the box for interference. Power play number 1 to Norwich. They were 3 of 6 last night. That was the key to the game. Face off at center ice. Kendall and Liebenhaus, Lupel and Leonard, your penalty killers. .12:08 the time of the penalty. Puck controlled by Norwich. Lou DeMasi brings it across the checkered line, dumps it in right side. It caroms off the boards. Played by Nate Zimski to Josh Liebenau, but he's checked. And Norwich will set up to the right point, to the right circle, right hash mark. Now the puck is chipped out to center. And Norwich will have to reset. And here's DeMasi again off the boards. Lupel chips that out to center. It comes all the way out of the stick of Curtis McLean. Headman pass, barely into the zone. Norwich will set it up at the left hash mark. And the puck escapes the offensive zone, comes all the way down to Sheevy, and he'll serve it up for DeMasi. They play it on the right side of McLean. He's checked, manages to advance the puck, and the Cadets bring it into the zone. The Jackets play it out. Here's Poirier, who had a short-handed goal last night. He just rags the puck. Finally dumps it in right side, and here comes Boudreau. He feeds it on the right side to McLean. McLean comes in, takes a shot, he scores! Well, McLean just came across the blue line and fired it. I'm not sure if Nate was screened or what. He beat him upper left shelf. 1-0 Norwich. 6:22 to go in the first period. This should be icing on Norwich, and it is. We'll get the call on that goal in just a moment. Face-off in Norwich territory. Won by the Yellowjackets. It comes to Currie. He throws Norwich it toward the net.
Scored on its power play by number 17, Curtis McLean. Assist to number 11, Ed Boudreau, and number 4, Toza Sunilovic.
Sunilovic and Boudreau on the assists. Norwich with the puck back in Yellowjacket territory. Now here's Currie off the boards for Wilson. He gives it back to Currie. Here's Currie across the blue line. Shot from a bad angle. Centering pass comes to Wilson. He throws it toward the net. They score! Randy Currie at the left post. Willie just gently threw it in. And the Jackets have tied it up. Well, talk about an answer. That goal comes at 14:25. And for Randy, that's his 4th goal of the season. Well, that first shift after the other team scores is always so important. And now Keith Maurice throws one of the Yellowjacket sticks up into the Jacket bench, and that's got to be a penalty. And it is, so the Jackets are going to go on the power play here. I think. They're still talking it over. No, this is going to be one each way. Well, I didn't see the initial altercation over there. They're going to put 2 up on the board for Keith Maurice, and I'm sure that's going to be an unsportsmanlike for tossing the stick, and they're going to give a penalty to Ed Bedreau, or excuse me, to Randall Smisko. And the face-off will be in Jacket territory. We're going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And if you thought there was a lot of ice before, holy smokes. Well, we haven't had the Jacket goal called yet, and now we've got penalties to figure out. See what they do first.
Wisconsin Superior goal scored by number 4, Randy Currie. Assist to number 17, Chris Wilson. Time of the goal, 14:25.
Just one assist on the Currie goal to Chris Wilson. Puck comes right in on Sheevy. He'll hold it for a face-off.
Was it 14 minutes, 25 seconds? Norwich penalty to number 20, Keith Maurice. Wisconsin Superior penalty to Randy Smisko. Both for roughing at 14:38.
Well, the PA announcer just called Randall Smisko Randy. That's not going to get him any. So coincidental minor roughing penalties to Smisko and Maurice. And it's 4-on-4. Puck in Norwich territory. Played by Demasi. We send it out on the wing. Try to anyway. To Schmidt. He has to give it back. Demasi retreating back behind his net. He'll pass it up to Cernilovic. He'll start it out on the wing, and that goes by everybody and comes all the way to Shane Lodar. To Schneider. Turnover at the blue line, but then Aucoin pulls it back. Now he starts out into Jacket territory. There's a quick shot and a glove save by Nate Zimski. Gives it up to Lodar. Oh, and Lodar's clearing pass was a feather job, but it never got anywhere. Picked off easily by Cernilovic. Comes up the boards. Kick to the blue line, but not out. Held in by Demasi. Played down low. Centering pass. Tipped wide. And here is Liebenau. Tries to get around a man and can't, and then skates off on a line change. We're 4-on-4 for another 28 seconds. Puck gets by Lupul. He banks it off the boards to Bruce Leonard over on the far side, and he'll head man it to Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner across the red line. Has to wait for his teammate to get onside because Smisko had fallen down, and finally it's picked off at center ice, and here come the Cadets again into Jacket territory, and that play is stopped by Lupul and Leonard. Here's Dale Lupul now. What a find he's been. Here's Leonard to center ice. Headman to Chris Hackett. Hackett on right wing. Shot taken. He had a man going to the net. Jackets holding it in. Currie, who has the Yellow Jacket goal, putting it behind the Cadet net, but the Jackets on a line change. Puck chipped into Jacket territory over the stick of Nosen. Tomaska bumps his man off the play, and the puck squirts free to Wilson on the near side. Willie, a long headman pass to Stewart, drops it off to Nosen. Nosen on left wing, takes a shot, and just misses high and right. Stewart now going down. Here's Wilson again with it. Throws it toward the front of the net, but Nosen was all tied up. Norwich with the puck again. They'll dump it in, and it'll be played by Nate Zimski. There's a bad pass. Turnover at the blue line for the Jackets, but Randy Currie was there. Another turnover at center ice for UWS, and now Milan Tomaska will play it out to center ice. This is going to be icing on Norwich. 2:10 to go in the first period. Each team has scored a goal. 1-1. Well, Norwich's band is here again tonight. Well, evidently they didn't call icing. I don't know what they called. Face-off just outside the Norwich blue line. Won by the Jackets. Sent in by Lodar. Cut off by Sheevy. Played over in the corner by Maurice. Both teams back at full strength. A minute 58 left in the period. Puck played to the Yellowjacket blue line and deep into the left wing corner where Tim Schneider moves it back behind the net for Lodar. He's in check. Gives it back to Tim. Schneider, headman pass, and the Jackets come out of the zone. Kicked into the zone by Keith Maurice. He lost his stick. Liebenau behind the defense. He shoots, and a save made by Sheevy. Rebound poked at by Larson into the corner. Jackets quickly back on defense as here comes a coin. He takes a shot. Big rebound given up and cleared aside by Lupul. Jackets come right back with it. We're in the final minute and 5 seconds of the first period. Each team with a goal. Whidden working for the puck down low. The Jackets are keeping the third man high here. Almost a turnover at the Norwich blue line, but the Cadets come up with it. Here's Bruce Leonard behind his net. He'll play it over to Whidden. Back to Leonard. He'll start it out on the left wing side this time, or the right wing as they're looking at it. Puck played back into to Yellowjacket territory where Bruce Leonard takes it. Makes a move on a man and comes up to the blue line. He'll backhand it out to center ice, and it's sent right back in. 21 seconds left in the period. Dale Lupul from behind his net. Long pass comes right on the Norwich goal and is played aside by Sheevy out to center ice, and the Cadets come back into Jacket territory. That should have been a whistle. That hit a player on the bench, but no call. And there's the end of the period. It's 1-1. We'll be right back after this timeout. This is Jacket Hockey on 91.3 KUWS Superior. Okay, we have a fresh 20 on the clock. The teams change ends, and here we go with the face-off for the second period of tonight's hockey game. We've played to a 1-1 tie through 20 minutes. As I said, shots are 13-6 in favor of the Cadets, but the Jackets have had more grade A opportunities than Norwich. So I guess that's a stat that perhaps counts a little more than total numbers of shots. Colin Kendall going through his little ritual before the face-off. Guy's got more rituals. Face-off this time controlled by Norwich. And they'll dump it into Jacket territory. Bruce Leonard will cut it off behind the net. The puck off and out of play, and this face-off will come out to center ice. Yellowjackets, I think, are going to have to change their breakout a little bit because Norwich seems to have it pretty well defensed. They've got a guy on that wing when he gets the pass right now, and it's been very difficult for the Jackets to overcome that from time to time. Face-off just outside the Jacket blue line, and it's won again by Norwich, and they'll drive it in. This comes off the stick of Toza Cernilovic. Puck comes to center ice on right wing to Liebenau. Liebenau with Kendall. Liebenau across the blue line, sets up in the corner, chips it in deep, but Nobody there to support the puck, and so Norwich just takes over. Now Liebenau pokes it. Cernilovic tries to play it. Puck is between his skates. Finally falls down. Kendall tries to play it. Liebenau has his stick jerked out of his hand and then kicked by one of the Norwich players. Looks at the referee as, what do I got to do here? Larson plays it to the blue line but not in, and here come the Cadets back the other direction. Shot taken. Rebound right up the slot, but Kendall right there. Puck played back to the Norwich end, and they'll turn it around and come on the attack. Ed Boudreau circling in his own end, trying to get something started, and he'll dump it in from the red line, and Nate Zimski will serve it up for Dale Lupel. Here come the Jackets. Hackett with a shot and a quick save made by Sheevy. Puck loose in the left corner. Now Poirier with a shot, and that just whistles wide. Puck comes to Currie. He throws it toward the net. Comes right back to him, though. Now he does it again, and the Jackets, oh, the puck carried right to Poirier, and he had it in his skates. Couldn't get it on the stick. Now Poirier with it again to Whidden in the left corner. Whidden with it in deep. Poirier comes in to support the puck, which skirts free to the hash mark. Finally, it'll be played out of there by a coin, and he'll come up the ice on the left side. Across the Yellow Jacket blue line, working against Currie. He puts it back to the point. Puck comes into center ice area, and right on the doorstep, Norwich with a chance. They still have the puck. It's loose in the slot. Finally, it comes to Whidden, to Poirier. Big chance for Norwich there. Poirier with it, tries to center it to Whidden. He's ridden off the play. Whidden will get to it in the corner, play it in deep, but Jackets are on a line change. Both teams with early chances to score. Now Wilson with a drive, and that goes wide of the net and comes all the way back to the Yellow Jacket blue line where Lodar picks it up. He chips it in. This will be right on goal, and Sheevy has to make a stop. Finally, he puts the trapper on it, and we'll get a face-off. 17:23 to play in this second period, and we're still tied at 1. Shots now 15-7 in favor of Norwich. Both goaltenders have had to make some tough saves here this evening. Both teams have had excellent chances to score. Norwich had one right there. They had Matt Schmidt right on the doorstep, and he couldn't get it in. Puck comes to Shane Lodar. He tees it up for a drive, and that almost eludes Sheevy. He never saw it. This will be icing. Oh, they wave it. No, finally they make the call. Gosh, I was wondering if they were going to call it, and they finally did. No, I think they're going to, yeah, they do take it all the way back. Norwich protesting the call, but that wasn't on net, and it was clearly fired in from well beyond the red line. Face-off control by Norwich. They play it back to the Yellow Jacket end, and it's taken there by Lodar. He plays it to center. It's played back into Norwich territory, picked up by Graby. He'll send it up on the wing, and the Cadets dump it in. Here's Schneider. He throws a long shot right on, and a save is made, and Sheevy will hang on for the face-off. I think you're going to see a lot of that. .46 to go in the second period here at the National Championship. This is the last game of the season for everybody. There's no tomorrow. Now the UWS fans take up their chant. Face-off is controlled by Norwich, and here's Damasi. That's icing. And trying to hit Timmy Kirtsakis at the Yellow Jacket blue line, but Shaquille O'Neal couldn't have gotten a stick on that one. Well, I, for one, am glad this is the last game of the season because I don't think I have enough voice left to do another weekend of hockey. Face-off in Norwich territory. Controlled by the Cadets. Jackets won a ton of faceoffs to start the game, but since then it's been all Norwich. Puck played into Norwich territory off the glove of Wiggins. It'll be picked up by Damasi. He plays around the boards to his partner, and they'll bring it out to center ice to Boudreau. Quickly ahead on right wing, they come to Katsakis. He plays it into the Jacket end deeply, and it comes to the point but not out. Here's Kalbrenner. He flips it out to center ice. It comes right back to the Yellow Jacket blue line. Played ahead. Chipped in. Here's Wiggins. Wiggins with a shot, and he just put it high. Puck comes back out to center ice now, and here's a steal by Wiggins. He's got Kalbrenner, or rather Smisko. There's a shot that caroms off two different players. Played finally behind the Norwich net. The Jackets with a couple of good chances there that just didn't quite click. Puck played into the Yellow Jacket end. Quickly played back out again. And right back in. This will be icing on UWS. Whistle stops play with 15:18 to go in the second period. We're tied at 1. Face-off controlled by the Yellow Jackets. Chipped out to center ice. Catching up to it there is Matucci. He retreats to his own end, and they play it out to the Cadets and back into Jacket territory. This is a coin. He's checked off. The puck slides into the corner. Tomaska turns to get the puck on his forehand. Now he brings it out. Carries it robustly up the ice and tries to flip it. And it goes off a Norwich player and comes out to center ice. It went off the shoulder pad of Matt Schmidt. Face-off will be just outside the Jacket blue line with 14:53 to go in the second period. Tied at 1. The Cadets bring it back into Jacket territory, into the right corner. A battle for it there with Dawes and Lodar tangled up. Finally, it squirts free. Comes out to the point. Played in by a coin. Poked up the boards, but not out. Here's Schmidt. Comes right to the net. He scores! Schmidt never gave up on the play. He had two guys on him, and he put the backhander in the upper right-hand corner, and Norwich has taken a 2-1 lead. Time of the goal, 5:31 of the second period. Schmidt came off the near boards at the hash mark and walked through the circle. He had Lodar on him. He had a couple other guys there. They were trying to get the puck away. They had it a couple of times. He kept getting it back. And he backhanded it with some authority. Upper right corner, beating Nate Zimski. 2-1 Norwich. Let's see if the Jackets answer this one. Now Norwich on the attack again. Centering pass comes to the side of the cage. Played there by the Cadets. Centering pass comes all the way up the slot. Shot taken and cleared out. And now here come the Yellow Jackets back to center. A long shot taken by Wilson. Mishandled for the moment by Sheevy, but then he gets the trapper on it. And we'll get a face-off.
Matt Schmidt unassisted.
Schmidt unassisted at 5:31, and it's a 2-1 hockey game. That was the 17th shot on net by Norwich. Face-off controlled by the Cadets again. The Jackets are going to have to start winning some of these. Played in by UWS, and it's icing on Bruce Leonard. Well, we have got to keep our composure here. Chris Wilson having a talk with the referee. I don't know what that's about. Kyle Nosa to take the draw against Boudreau. Nosen gets the puck free to Wilson. Wilson advances to center and crosses the red line, throws it right on net, and Sheevy makes the save and hangs on. No rebound opportunity there as Jay Stewart was steaming right up the slot. .41 to play in the second period. It's a 2-1 hockey game. The Cadets with the lead. Face-off control by Norwich. Puck played out to center. Icing is waved off. Puck comes all the way back to Sheevy. He'll leave it there for Sinilovic. Currie gets it in his own end and plays it off the boards, but not out. Again, the puck comes to the point and not out. And again. Puck is loose in the corner, played by O'Coin. Squirts free to the point, thrown toward the net. Save made by Zimski. Peter Catalano goes down hard after the play. That had to be a dive. Kendall to take the draw. He wins it back to Lodar. Lodar, though, is in check and loses the puck. And it comes over to the near side to O'Coin. He throws it out to the point. It's played in to the hash mark, and the Jackets chip it out to center. And it's played back into Jacket territory. Lodar is the only man back there, and he moves it out to center. Loses it there at the red line. It's stolen, and here come the Cadets back the other way. Centering pass picked off. Norwich in possession of the puck, but it's finally taken by Liebenau. Pushes it ahead to Kendall. Kendall on right wing. Uses Larson for a screen and then throws it in front. Larson can't get a stick on it. And the puck is going to come out to center ice, and the Cadets. Now we've got a Norwich player down, and I didn't see the arm come up. Norwich fans want a penalty. There was a lot of bumping and banging going on over in the corner. I did not see what happened. Some people are looking at the instant replay back behind me, but I can't see that from where I am, so I won't bother. This game being videotaped for later consumption, apparently. 2-1 Norwich with 11:43 to play in the second period. And I can't see the player's number, the number of the player who's down. No penalty has been called. Hockey is a violent sport. Well, it's been pretty much all Norwich for the last 5 or 6 minutes of this period. 6 minutes actually, because the Cadets have been able to keep UW Superior bottled up. We have 3 shots on net at this period. Norwich with 5. One of theirs went in. Jackets with a great opportunity there with Larson on the doorstep. See if we can pick up the number. This is number 24, Dominic Dawes. He fell down trying to get to the bench now. He had his bell rung pretty good, apparently. The faceoff will come outside Norwich territory. I don't understand that. They're the cause of the whistle stoppage, or of the stoppage of play, but that's another one of those rules I don't understand. Poirier will take the draw against McLean. Now it's being explained to the Norwich coaching staff. They want to know why there's no penalty. Well, it's not a penalty every time a player gets injured. .11:43 to go in the second period. Now the two referees are having a discussion. Boy, here's where you need the 15-second rule. There's no excuse for this. Get the game going. Put down the chalupa. Poirier wins the draw to Whidden. He dumps it in right side. At some point, the Jackets are going to have to go back to their normal strategy on offense. Here's Chris Hackett. Plays it to center to Poirier. He gets it to the red line. Norwich very good at poke checking the puck. Puck comes right into the slot and is played to the boards and finally out to center ice. And there's a shot taken from a bad angle. Easy save for Nate Zimski. Puck down in the corner, finally poked free by Bruce Leonard. Played to Jan Poirier, and Frenchie brings it out to center. Whidden chips it ahead. Chris Hackett got taken down away from the play. Norwich back in Yellowjacket territory where they've been most of this period. Puck thrown in front. Played aside by the Jackets. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's Wilson with a long shot. No, he fakes it. Now he throws a shot right on, and the rebound played to the side of the net and behind the net and around the boards, and it comes out to center ice. And a race for the puck, and it's won by Milan Tomaska. Puck held in at the point and played across to Wilson on the right wing. He plays it to Stewart. And we're going to get a penalty on UWS for too many men on the ice. The second Norwich power play of the night. Well, you could see that coming. The puck was headed toward the UWS bench, and Stewart was playing it. And I think he was also supposed to come off on a line change. Well, I think that was a make good for the injury non-call. Two to 1 Norwich with 10:08 to go here in the second period. We played half a hockey game. A shorthanded goal would look really good right now. Just getting through this without them scoring would look really good right now. Puck comes into the right corner. Jacket territory. Held there by Schneider, but he's finally checked off the play. They bring it to the point. Shot taken. That must have hit a post. And Liebenau plays it up to center ice, and it gets by Damasi all the way to Sheevy. Lou Damasi plays it back to the Yellowjacket blue line, skates in on right wing. Now he plays it back to a coin at the point left, or right rather. He fakes the shot, sends it top of the slot. They send it over to the left circle. Top of the slot, shot taken. Now that ought to be checking the goaltender. Interfering with the goaltender, that's going to be on Norwich. You bet, great call. Fans don't like it, but that just shows their ignorance. This will be Matt Schmidt in the box for 2 minutes. The Jackets will get a power play of 51 seconds. It's 4-on-4 hockey for 1:09.
Schmidt, 2 minutes for goaltender interference.
10:43 the time of the penalty. You can't go in the crease and hit the goaltender. That's just against the rules. Jackets play it out to center ice off the stick of Lodar. It comes all the way to Fuss. He starts it up the near side, then crosses into the middle of the ice. Play stopped at the Yellow Jacket blue line. Kalbrenner takes over. He's relieved of the puck. And he gets it back. On right wing to Hackett. Behind the D slightly. A shot taken just high. Comes all the way to Bruce Leonard. He plays it in deep for Smysko. Smysko tries to center it, but that doesn't work. And now here come the Cadets back to Yellow Jacket territory. That was going to be offside, and Chris Fuss just ragged the puck back to his own blue line, and he'll skate off on a line change as he gives it up. Steal by Kalbrenner, but he poked it a little too far, and Sheevy was able to get a stick on it. And the Cadets will bring it back up the ice. Demasi with it, working against Nosen. Nosen checks him off the play. Liebenau with the puck. He throws it around to Lupul. The Jackets now on the power play. For 48 seconds, their first power play of the night. Dale Lupul will play it around the boards to the near side. But the Cadets get there first. And they'll play it out to center. Steal by the Yellow Jackets. Off the hit by Smysko. Back to Liebenau. They'll set it up now with 22 seconds left. To the point. Thrown in front. Jackets with a chance, and that's rejected by Sheevy and sent the length of the ice by Matucci. Boy, we had it right on the doorstep and didn't get the job done there. Oh, there's a trip by Boudreau, no call. And the power play is over for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Dale Lupul. He plays it up the ice, but that's picked off at center. Played in gently. Back into Jacket territory. Once again, Lupul behind his net. 7 minutes to go in the second period. Puck comes out to center ice and quickly right back in. And now Norwich with a chance right on the Jacket doorstep, and that's deflected wide. Now here's Nosen with the puck. We have 4 forwards out there right now. Now Nosen peels off. We'll get our regular complement out there. Puck chipped into Jacket territory, played by Currie. Ahead to Smysko. Smysko gets into the slot, takes the shot. That's deflected. Centering pass comes right in front, played aside by Norwich. Jackets playing it right back in. That's cut off. 2-1 Norwich, 6:12 to go in the second period. No tomorrow here. Puck deflected at center ice. Norwich doing a great job of cutting off our passing lanes. Simsky cuts the puck off in behind the net. Comes to Stewart. He has it in his skates. Played to the wing. And it trickles into Norwich territory and is turned around by Graby. Up ahead to a coin. Up the Yellow Jacket slot. That's rejected. Played into the corner. Now to the hash mark. In Jacket territory. Played by Kendall in behind, but right to a coin, and then he knocks it free. Centering pass blocked by Tomaska. Played around the boards to Wilson. Chris Wilson, he's got Stewart ahead of him. They crisscross. Wilson into the, and he tried to hit Kendall. And there's a centering pass that just missed. 2 passes in a row that just missed for the Yellow Jackets. And that's been the story of the game thus far. Norwich connecting on 2 of their chances, and the Yellow Jackets just that close. Now Kendall almost behind the defense. He just couldn't get control of the puck. You got to think at some point we're going to cut loose here, and let's hope it's soon. 4:46 to go in the second period. And the puck comes into Yellowjacket territory, and Nate Zimski tries to play it off the glass and narrowly misses. Norwich fans wanted a penalty on that. Not going to get that, at least not in this game. Two to one Norwich, 4:40 to go here in the second period. Shots now 18-10 in favor of the Cadets. Lodar stapled into the boards. Poirier trying to play it. Finally it comes to Chris Hackett. He's got Whidden with him. Hackett puts on the wheels, gets by one man, and then goes down. And now here come the Cadets, 3-on-2 if they hurry. That's going to be icing, and it is. Faceoff will come all the way back down into Norwich territory. .4:16 to go in the second period here. Not much to say about it. A lot of up and down action. The Jackets just don't seem to be able to connect on their passes right now. Maybe the stick's gripped a little bit too tightly. Here's Lupul throwing it toward the net. That goes high and wide. It comes to Leonard. At the point, it gets by him. He has to chase it down in his own end. He backhands it to center to Nosen, and he chipped a pass to nobody. Bruce Leonard plays it back around to Stewart. Ahead for Nosen. Makes a right wing feed intended for Wilson, but it never got there. Lupul to Leonard. Leonard ahead to Nosen. He taps it in. Jackets go on the chase. And now Norwich is going to get a penalty. Stewie did a good job of selling that one. 3:39 to go in the second period. A penalty to Norwich on the hook. Well, he had the stick on Stewart, and Stewart did what everybody does in that situation. He grabbed it. This will be the second power play for the Yellowjackets. The first one that will go up on the board has 2 minutes. And the interference call is going to go on Cernilovic. It'll either be INT or a hook. Face-off will be in Norwich territory.
Norwich penalty on number 4, Toza Stanilovic. 2 minutes for obstruction interference at 16:21.
Jackets win the draw. Lupul throws it toward the net, but that takes a hop, and this comes all the way back to the Yellowjacket blue line, and a chance for a coin on the shorthander. He's got a man open, but the Jackets are there, and Zimski makes the save. And now here's Smithsko back the other direction. There's a one-timer and a big rebound, and nobody in position to play it. And that's played up and out of play. No, it didn't go out of play. That looked like it went right out of the arena. Here's Lupul now. Tries to dump it in. And Lupul gets dumped into the Norwich bench. Now there's a discussion about where the faceoff is going to be, and it's going to be just outside the Yellowjacket blue line. A minute 13 left on the Jacket power play, and I don't think we haven't gotten a shot on net on this power play. Now they chase the centerman out of there. It'll be Kalbrenner to take the draw. And it's won by the Cadets. Hackett gets the puck eventually, and he'll start out to his right, then pass it up to Kalbrenner. He sends it around. It's dumped in, but cut off by Sheevy. And the Jackets can't hold it in. Hackett plays it in from right wing. Stewart gets hooked down again. This one's a lot more legitimate than the last one. No call. Kalbrenner tees it up for a drive. Big rebound given up, and it's chipped all the way to center. Sheevy makes a good save there. Here is Tomaska racing to the Norwich blue line. Plays it deep inside. He'll go after it in the corner. Plays it around towards Stewart, but it's cut off by the Cadets and sent the length of the ice. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Shane Lodar now takes a look. Starts it out on right wing to Kalbrenner. With Kendall. Now Kendall stops at the circle, centers it. Comes back to, they were trying to hit Kendall coming in, and now the power play is over for the Yellowjackets. Norwich with the puck in Jacket territory at the right point. They fake the shot, put it into the slot. They still have it. Norwich with another great opportunity. Schneider would have gotten to the puck, but he was being held up. And here's Kendall with the puck now, and he'll start it out on the wing, and the Jackets chip it to center. Icing is waved off. 2-1 Norwich, 1:06 left in the second period. There's a centering pass that's blocked by the net, and it comes back behind the Yellowjacket net, finally played out of there. Still a battle for it. 48 seconds left. Lupel pulls it free. Tries to play it to Liebenau, but he's picked off. Finally, the puck played over to the open wing to Larson. He bats it off the boards. Icing is going to be waved off as Fuss gets back to the puck. Puck goes to a coin. Shot taken. Save made. Rebound played aside. Here's Kyle Nosen. Drop pass for Stewart. Doesn't get there. And that puck is played up and out of the arena by a coin, and a faceoff will come with 10 seconds left. Norwich up 2-1, outshooting the Jackets 21-11 to this point in the game. Face off in Norwich territory. Nosen to take the draw. He pulls it back to the point. Thrown toward the net. Played in front. Jackets trying to get a chance at it here, and a scrum at the side of the cage. .2 seconds left, and we'll get one more face-off. Well, we're going to take a break and come back with the highlight, or with the summary of the period right after the timeout here, when time expires in the period. And there's the end of the period. Two to one Norwich after two periods. We'll be back with a summary after this timeout. This is Jacket Hockey on 91.3 KUWS Superior. And the Jackets, here's a chance for Liebenau behind the defense. Liebenau, oh, he put it wide right. I think Sheeby got a piece of it. And here come the Cadets back the other way. This is a coin. And he's denied on the open breakaway. Puck still in Jacket territory at the right point now. Shot taken, goes wide. That's played with a high stick by the Jackets, but then touched by Norwich. Here's Schneider in his own end. Norwich on a line change. Whidden racing up the left wing. He's cut off, manages to tap it ahead. Gets hauled down, no call. I don't think we're going to see any more penalties in this game unless they're very, very, very obvious ones. Here comes Norwich again. This is McLean. He's rubbed off the play by Lodar. The puck comes around to the near boards and out to center ice. Here's Poirier now. Tries to put it through a couple of players. Puck underneath him. He gets tackled. Finally manages to get up, but in the meantime, here's Cernilovic with the puck. He banks it off the boards. Lodar cuts it off. Comes to the red line, plays it into Norwich territory. Poirier gives chase, can't get to it. Cadets back the other way. Drop pass, centering pass, and a near goal for Norwich as they had Catalano in front of the Yellowjacket net. Here's Poirier with it now. He plays it around the boards. That's cut off. Sent in deep. Lodar gets rubbed out on the play. The puck comes around to the far side on the right wing as Norwich looks at it. In the right corner, played there by Marshall Lee to the point. Back down low. 14 minutes remaining in this third period. Here's a chance now for Hackett. He gets it out to center, but it's deflected and he has to go and pick it up. He'll just dump it in and peel off on a line change. Sheeby cuts it off behind his net. Puck played in on the left side by Norwich. It comes around. Played to Stewart on the wing, and he bats it out to center ice. That's cut off by Damasi. He dumps it in. Zimski cuts it off and plays it around the boards for Wiggins. Nice feed to Wiggins up on the wing, and Wiggins stops, takes the shot, and just misses. Jackets centering pass. Wiggins getting hauled down in the middle as he was trying to shoot. Can't get away, and here comes Norwich back the other direction. There's a shot taken, blocked by the body of a defenseman. And ends up under the body of Bruce Leonard. 2-1 Norwich, 12:54 to go. Shots now 26-12 in favor of the Cadets. The Jackets without a shot on net in this period. We have had opportunities, we just haven't capitalized. And the faceoff is controlled by a coin now for the Cadets, but then he's checked off the play, but he gets it back. Working against Nosen in the corner, a battle there. Puck comes free momentarily, O'Coin with it, it comes in the slot. Blocked by the body of a defenseman on the shot. That hit a guy in the head. There's a pass that comes inside, doesn't connect. Norwich holding the zone. The Jackets just not able to break out right now. There's a shot. And that almost went in off a couple of defensemen's bodies. Jackets finally get it out to center ice. Played in by Fuss. Wilson will take it there. Watched by McLean. Chips it over on the wing. And that's offside on Norwich. Face off at center ice with 12:02 to play in the third period. Norwich up 2-1, and right now they have control of the hockey game. The Jackets can't seem to get anything done. Puck taken by the Jackets off the draw. Play to the red line and dumped in right side. Kendall giving chase. Sheevy will get there first and play it up the wing. Norwich will then ice the puck. Long pass intended for Belyaev. Doesn't connect. And we'll have a face-off in Norwich territory. UWS fans trying to get their team going here, and they need some help. Just 11:46 remaining on the third period clock. Down a goal. Puck played to center ice by the Cadets, and they'll bring it in on left side. It comes behind the net. Stopped over there by McLean on the boards. Played in behind. Lodar is in check. Puck loose. Battled for. Squirts free into the corner. Kendall tries to play it. He's taken off the play. Lodar has it in his skates. Tries to kick it free. Does to Kendall. To Liebenau on left. On the right wing side, rather, and he dumps it down into Norwich territory. There's a pass that doesn't quite connect. Leonard plays it. Now a centering pass by Kendall, but there was nobody there. Here's Dale Lupel in his own end. He'll bank it off the glass and up the ice. Icing is waved off as the puck was touched by Maurice. He'll turn it around in his own end, try and play it out to center. Lupel holds that in, centering pass. Kicked in toward the net and swept aside by Sheevy, and then one of his own players takes him out. And the net comes off the moorings. Matt Moran came steaming in and lost his edge and went right into Sheevy. Well, the Jackets had another golden opportunity with the puck in the slot, and it went into a skate and was kicked ahead, but Sheevy was able to get a stick on it and sweep it aside, or the Jackets had a good chance to tie the game right there. Puck in the corner, now played over to the far side. Chipped at by Poirier. He's pushed out of there. And the Cadets bring it to center. That's quickly sent right back into Jacket territory. There's Whidden against the boards over at the hash mark in Jacket territory. Puck loose, finally played by Tomaska. Tries to clear it, and he's picked off. Puck comes to the right point, and it's dumped back in low. Nate Zimski will hammer it around the boards. It comes all the way to the point again, not out. Tomaska spins in the corner, takes a look, sends it up the glass toward Whidden. And that goes up and out of play. Two to one Norwich, 9:34 to go. Playing the puck with a high stick is going to be called on Norwich. This faceoff is going to come all the way back in their end. 2-1 Norwich, 9:34 to play here in the third period at the Chip Canyon Arena in Middlebury. This is the Division III National Men's Hockey Championship game between UWS and Norwich. Face-off won by the Jackets. And a shot, and another shot. And finally the Cadets clear it. The Jackets with their best offensive flurry of the evening, or at least in this period. A couple of shots right on, and Sheevy able to make the times. Centering pass by Wilson is too far to the right for Stewart. Jackets have decided to play the body when they can here. A lot more checking going on. There's a long shot right on, and Zimski makes the save. Tries to start it out and does to Nosen. On right wing toward Wilson. That's picked off and it goes out of play. Well, it took almost 12 minutes to do it, but the Jackets finally get their first 2 shots on net. Over half the third period, and the Jackets without a shot. Face-off won by Norwich. Played ahead on the right side by Maurice. Bruce Leonard catches up to it in his own end, but his pass up the board just picked off. Here's Smisko with it now. To Kalbrenner. He's tripped coming across the line. Jackets dump it in offside and tag up. Lupel picks it off. Throws it toward the net. Stopped by Sheevy. Drop pass to Smisko. Now in the circle. Kalbrenner was trying to shoot it and he was cut off. Here's Bruce Leonard with it now. He'll loft it into the left corner, or right corner rather. Here's Lupel trying to get it in on the back end after he stopped it at the blue line, and that's rejected. He throws it into Norwich territory. There's a chance now for the Cadets, but pass is too far for Peter Catalano. Puck in Jacket territory now. Jackets are going to have to start taking some chances offensively, something they haven't done tonight. This will be icing on Norwich. And a face-off in Norwich territory. Some of the Middlebury faithful here chanting UWS for the Yellowjackets. There's a shot taken by Larson, but it hits about 4 bodies. Jackets get it out to, or get it back into Norwich territory. Here's Liebenau. He drives it in. It eludes Sheevy. It comes to Larson in the corner. He kicks it deep. Played there, though, by Matt Moran. Jackets holding the zone with Liebenau, but he's in check. Now the puck squirts free. There should be icing. No, it's waved off. Here's Currie. In his own end, sends it up the ice. Icing is waved off. Liebenau tries to play it at the hash mark and can't get the stick on it. Puck up the ice, held in by the Yellowjackets. Here's Poirier checked off the play. Whitten tips it, and that came up here into the press box. And that faceoff will come outside the zone. 6:32 to go, 2-1 Norwich. Aucoin wins the draw, but there's a steal. Oh, and then Frenchie Poirier got hauled down going to the net. Aucoin with a mistake there. He fell down with the puck, and a steal by Poirier. Tries to center it to Whitten. Couldn't get anything on it. Now here come the Cadets, 3-on-2 if they hurry. The Jackets get in the back check. Puck sent toward the net, swept aside by Nate Zimski. Still in Jacket territory, 6 minutes to go now. Time becoming the enemy of the Yellowjackets. Schneider with it in his own end, behind the net, takes a look, avoids one man, moves the puck robustly to center. Gets to the blue line and dumps it in and then skates off. Puck comes out to center ice and the Jackets take over there again. Here's Poirier. Stops, takes the shot. That's high and wide left. Jackets changing again. Norwich dumps it in. Zimski tries to cut it off and can't. But it comes onto the stick of Bruce Leonard. There's a steal by the Cadets. Now the puck in Jacket territory. Nate Zimski will glove that and hang on. 5:07 to go, 2-1 Norwich. I'd say that this crowd is as tense as the players are right now. Not a lot of noise here. Face-off control by the Jackets. It comes to Lupel. Nosen with it at center. Tries to push it to Wilson. That's rejected, but it comes to Bruce Leonard. Off the glass by Leonard. Picked off at center ice and played back into Jacket territory by Chinelli. His quick shot gets through, but stopped by Zimski. Another shot. And another shot. Blocked by the defense. And another shot. And that one goes up into the netting. So Norwich with a flurry with 4:37 to play. Be interesting to see how the Norwich Cadets were able to bring their band in here. I'm surprised the NCAA would allow that. Here's Lodar with the puck. I mean, they never let anybody do anything fun. Puck chipped into Norwich territory. Kendall giving chase. Schneider has to retreat to his own end to play it. Gives it up to Lodar. Right wing to Larson. Larson can't get it out of his skates. Jackets have to tag up. Try and go back on the forecheck with 4 minutes left. Need a bounce here. An icing call would be a good start. Jackets need a bounce. They haven't had a bounce yet tonight. Well, we played better last night, I'll say that. At least from the standpoint of finishing our chances. The Jackets have played a good defensive game, but right now we need some offense. Give some credit to Norwich. By far the best team we've seen this season. No question in my mind. Here's a chance for Smisko on the backhand. In front! Oh, and Hackett was just held up. Tomaska now tries to push it toward the net. Smisko pinched off the play. The puck comes around the boards. Leonard pinching way in, holding the puck in. Smisko from behind the net plays it to the side of the cage. And here come the Cadets to center. This is Matucci. He's checked off the play. The puck comes around for Hackett. Chris Hackett. Wheels to center ice. Plays it in for Smisko. Smisko checked off. Coming back up the ice is Chinelli. Chinelli drop pass in Jacket territory to McLean. McLean drops it off. To Belyaev. He's checked off the play. Jackets bringing it out to center. Here's Nosen now. Nosen up the left wing side. He's got Stewart with him. Stewart to Nosen. Or Nosen to Stewart rather, and then Stewart checked off the play. Puck back at center ice. Nosen holding it in. Puck comes around to the boards on the near side, held in by Lodar momentarily. Tries to kick it out of his skates. Puck finally played out to center. 2:21 left. There's going to be some question now as to when Nate Zimski leaves the net. 2-1 Norwich, 2:12 to go. Jackets play it into Norwich territory. Played right back out to center ice. Played in offside. Kendall tries to poke it away and can't. There's a shot and another shot. Zimski makes the save and the puck goes across the goal line harmlessly. Norwich with a chance here to put it away and they don't do it. And the Jackets with life with 1:45 to play. Here come the Cadets to center. Dumping it into Jacket territory. Here's Bruce Leonard. Here's a chance for Kendall on the drive, and it's deflected. He scored! Kendall fired it off a defenseman. We've got a tie hockey game with 1:26 left. Oh my goodness! I don't know how that got in. I have no idea how that got in the net. I said we needed a bounce, and we got one there. Well, if you thought this game was defensive in nature before that happened, ain't nobody going to be taking any chances from here on out. Puck taken by the Cadets and dumped into Jacket territory. Bruce Leonard plays it to Dale Lupul. Lupul starts it out to center ice. It's picked off there by DeMasi. Long shot by Chris Wilson and into the middle of Sheevy's body, and that's
goal scored by number 27, Colin Kendall. Assist to number 29, Michael Wiggins, and number 22, Bruce Leonard.
Leonard and Wiggins on the assists at 18:34. Puck in Norwich territory. Played around the far side and taken out to center ice by Maurice. Maurice dumps it off the glass and into Jacket territory. 55 seconds left in regulation. Norwich with the puck in Jacket territory. Puck at the point. Played down low into the right corner. Bruce Leonard is there. Puck bounces free into the corner. Lupul comes over there to staple his man to the boards. Puck played to the point, but not out. There's a Norwich man alone in front of the net. Shot taken wide. They had a guy all by himself in front, didn't get him the puck. Now it comes out to center. Picked up by DeMasi. He plays it weakly into Jacket territory. Here's Liebenau. He'll dump it in. 19 seconds left in regulation. Nosen plays it in the corner. He's got three guys on him. 12 seconds left. Puck played to center ice. Nosen will get it. Plays it toward Stewart. 2 seconds, 1 second. Puck played toward the net, and that's the end of regulation. We're going to OT. Well, we're going to take a 15-minute intermission followed by a 20-minute sudden death overtime. The Jackets get the tie. And we'll be going to extra innings. We'll take a break and come back with a summary right after this timeout. This is Jacket Hockey on 91.3 KUWS Superior. Yeah, I don't think I have it. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. They beat Plattsburgh in 2 overtimes. They beat UMass Boston in overtime. They lost to Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts in overtime. They beat Williams in overtime, and they beat Salem State in overtime. So their record is 4-1 in overtime games. I believe the Jackets have been involved in 7 overtime games, and our record is 2-0-5, but John Garber will correct me on that if I'm wrong. This game cannot end in a tie. We'll play till somebody scores. Norwich and UW Superior in overtime for the national title. This really is a big deal. Jackets win the draw and push the puck into Norwich territory. Larson comes after it, tries to pass it back. Kendall gets it behind the net. He tries to center it, can't get control. Here's Larson digging forward in the corner. Puck comes up to the point, a shot right on. Kendall scores! Jackets are national champions! Kendall scores! Jackets are national champions! 23 seconds of overtime! Norwich misplays the puck coming out of the zone. Kendall, alone at the side of the net. Waited all day. Sheedy couldn't get there. Buried it. Red light. Game over. Well, I picked a bad weekend to forget the nitro at home, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I'm a little misty right now. I'm looking at those seniors down there. I'm looking at those boys who have worked so hard and have been here 3 times before, done everything but win this one, and now they get it done. Man, you talk about a Kodak moment. On the other hand, you got to feel for Norwich because they dominated this game. There isn't any question about it. I don't want to see anybody running smack in the U.S. College Hockey Online message board about how we dominated the game or we buried them or we did this or that. The Jackets caught a break on Kendall's game-tying goal, and then they just hustled. Norwich back on their heels in that opening shift of the overtime, and the Jackets played jacket hockey, and that was a typical jacket hockey goal. But I don't want to see anybody dissing Norwich. This is a great hockey team we beat here tonight, and they played their hearts out. They didn't leave anything in the locker room. They played. They played hard. I'll tell you, it was too bad anybody had to lose this game, but my hat's off to Norwich. They're the best hockey team we have played this season, no question about it in my mind. There was a lot of talent on the ice out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and both teams worked. Wow. Man, I've waited a long time to see this, I'll tell you. Since that first road trip to Plattsburgh in 1992. And I have to admit that there were times when I wondered if I'd ever get to call a national championship game. What an honor this has been to be with this team and be part of this program. Let's go down to the public address announcer. I think he'll have something to say. They'll probably have some announcements. The team will be introduced individually. Oh, man. Nobody can take anything away from the Cadets. They are an outstanding hockey club. They gave us everything we wanted and more. Credit Nate Zimsky. I'll tell you, I'm going to have a tough time with the 3 stars. I think I know who the obvious number 1 just has to be, simply because it has to be that way. But, man, Nate Zimsky really kept us in it. And I think Randy Currie got injured in the 3rd period. It took 23 seconds of overtime for the Yellowjackets to score the game-winning goal. And I didn't get the assists on that goal yet either. I think Larson will get 1 assist. Liebenau might get the other one. Well, somebody will give me an official score sheet. His 19th goal of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time. We'll keep it right here. I think we've played enough underwriting enough times. Centering pass by